What's going on, guys? This is John. I have a deck here that I want to show you. This is my SwordSoul Deck profile, and this is the physical one that I have. I also have a version in MasterDuel. I'm gonna show it to you as well. It runs a little bit different than the one that I have physical, and but they all end up with the same board pretty much. This deck, I be taking this deck to the locals, and I won third place, and I had a ton of fun with it. It's a pretty cheap deck. Anybody can make it, $40 pretty much, and you can go and have fun at locals. Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you the deck profile. Alright guys, so I have the deck out of the card case, and let's begin quick. So we're gonna start with the main engine of the deck, and I'm gonna show you how many monsters and spells and traps that I'm running in the deck. And so this pack right here is the main engine of the deck. So first, I'm running triple Virtuous. I'm running triple Taya. Moye. I'm running triple Gaia. Taya. Sorry. Running triple Taya. Running triple Longjua. I'm running one Bishuda, two Adara, and one copy of Ashuna. This is for the Tenjis. Tenji is the second engine, and they're here for support. They work well with the sorcerer. So that's it for the monsters. Let's go with the spells. So I'm running 3 emergence, 3 copy of emergence, 1 bezel. You only need 1, trust me. I'm not running a lot of Tenji cards. There were moments that I couldn't make a decent board because I was running too many of them, and I end up with weak boards, so I decided to limit them, and I'm only running 1 cycle. Triple Sorcerer Sacred Summit. This card will special summon one of your sorcerer monster from the graveyard and continue with their effects. That's it for the main engine spells. Let's go with the trap. I'm running triple. SwordSoul blackout, triple blackout. The main reason why I was running triple is because it gives you an extra token, and that's pretty much it, along with giving you the ability to pop 2 cards on the field as well. Sometimes I was opening with 2 of them, and it is good because, well, I always like to at least open with 1 so I can have an extra destruction power. And also dumping this card with Taia is good because you can banish it and get an extra token so you can continue with the synchros. So that's it for the traps in the main engine. These 2 cards are out. I only need 1 of each. So for the extra deck in the main engine, I'm running 2 Tenji, 1 Shaman, 2 Grandmaster, the Xiliao, 1 Berserker of the Tenji, 1 Yanzing, 1 Sovereign Genjin, and finally 1 Xian Longjian. Okay guys, so this is the main engine, and I'm going to explain to you how pretty much the deck works. I know a lot of you know, especially the ones that have played this deck. And the deck focuses on special summoning your synchro monsters, especially the main ones, such as Xinjian and Sovereign Longjian. Also going for Xiaoyao and the other synchros that I'm going to show you down the line. So how do you do that? Sword Swords, they have the ability of, when they normal summon, you can activate their effect, revealing another sorcerer or 1 monster that specifies worm. And once you do that, you will special summon a token, and with that token becomes level 4, and you will be able to synchro summon for level 8, level 9 synchros, so on and so on. And you're gonna go for the synchros that I have here, that I show you. You're gonna push through the turns and win the duel eventually. Alright, let's continue with the support cards. So this is it here, the main engine. So let's continue with the support cards, and these other cards that help me win the duel easier. And let's start with the hand traps. So I'm running triple Blackbird. There were times that I side deck and I removed 1 and kept 2 or 1. But the main reason why I was running it in the main board, in the main deck, is because I had a lot of players that were playing in my locals. They were playing heroes, purely So I needed a way to stop him, and Joe and Blackbird is good against those decks. Also, I ran into one of Snake Eyes players, and Joe and Blackbird helped me along with Triple Ash. I was running Triple Ash as well, so there was a match where I was playing in Snake Eye. I lack him. I lack his ability to add more cards, and I believe I ashed one of his Sinful Foils. There's one that adds a card, and I ash it, and I completely slow him down. He did not make his end board, and I pushed through and won the game. Even though I did lost to him I did lost to him the match, but I did win one of the rounds, and that was because of these cards right here. So I am running triple impermanence. This card is a staple. You want to stop Snake Eyes, this is the way to go. So I'm running triple. Also works with all the other decks. I think this format, this hand trap, is the best one out of the ones that I recently showed here. Impermanence is a must. So I'm running 3, 2 cross out. There were moments where my opponent used the same hand traps as I did, and cross out is there to stop that, so you can keep pushing through. So 2. That's it for the hand traps. Let's continue with more of the support cards. Board breakers. I am running triple Dark Ruler. I won a lot of games. This hand trap let me win a lot of match, and I believe there were like 50 people in that local, and there were a lot of people in there, and I top 3 with this deck. I was destroying them with Dark Ruler. This card negates all monsters on the field, their effects, and they have no response to it. I was running triple evenly. I'm running 43 cards, and this is the final support trap card, and evenly match is good. It keeps the game balanced, and it won me a lot of match. This card will banish the cards in your opponent's side to keep the field even. It's a really good card. So that's it for the supports in the main deck. Let's go for the extra deck. And these are the support for the extra deck. So I'm running 1 QB. This card won me 3 match. There was a T-Element player, and I completely wrecked him with this card. What I like about my locals is that in my locals, people don't play like the same decks. Like, of all the decks that I saw in the local that I went recently, I only saw like maybe 5 people playing. I think I saw like 5 people playing Snake Eyes. And this card is good against Snake Eye. Even though I never summoned it during the Snake Eye match, I only got to play with one of them, and he won. But this card, wow! I destroy a purely deck with this, and it was a great match. And what this card does, he banishes all card. He's pretty much a Rice Heart, and he banishes all cards that instead of that goes to the graveyard, they'll be banished. I was running the Ryzen Dragite, Punisher, the Omega, one Baron, and finally one Archfiend. So this is it for the supports in the extra deck. And I'm gonna show you now my... Okay guys, so let's go with the extra deck. Now that I completely clear the board, we can continue with triple with 2 copies of Rabbit. This card was good against Snake Eyes and also Purely. It's the reason why I run it. Triple, 2 copies of Slumber and 2 Dragoran and 2 Damasir. These were for Purely's and the Snake Eyes as well. I have some Rescue Ace players as well, and also I played against MathMech. I did had a few MathMech players, and I was playing against one of them. I was thinking of not bringing these cards because I thought that Rabbit would be good enough to get rid of Purely. But I never thought that they would bring MathMech into the local. So thank God I brought these cards, and I won a lot of game. I won a match that I had against a MathMech player. The MathMech player was running Final Sigma, and you know, if you didn't know, Final Sigma has the ability of increasing his attack for I believe for each MathMech in the graveyard, and he's really hard to go out. He's a tower card like Purely, and I was running 4 copy of this, 2 Gamasier and the Doran. And on top of that, I was running 2 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. This card is good. There were decks that especially against MathMech, that I drew one of these, I blew up the field, and then I got to search for Kaiju, and I got rid of one of his one of my opponent's Final Sigma. I'm running 2 Crow for Snake Eyes. This card is good. I was able to banish a few of these Snake Eye monsters, and it also helped me go through the round that I won against the Snake Eye player. I sided these 2 guys, and I won that round. triple decree, royal decree. So I played against a labyrinth, and these cards help me push through. I stop him. I stop my opponent from using his trap cards, and Royal Decree helped me do that. So what I did was I removed all the trap cards that I had, and I only left these 3, because in the SwordSoul, you don't really need the trap cards as much. And I won the match against that labyrinth player using Royal Decree. Also against Purely and Snake Eyes, I was running anti-spell. Unfortunately, I did not get to draw these two cards, and but it's a good addition to the extra deck, because anti-spell will stop Snake Eyes from abusing their spell cards, right? And Purely as well. There were other decks like Rescue Ace being played as well. I thought that I might end up playing one of them. I never did, but I was saving these 2 copies just because of these decks. And I think there was also, I think I saw a branded player playing as well. They use a lot of spells, and anti-fragrance will slow them down if you go first. So that's it, guys. This is the extra deck, and I'm going to show you my MasterDuel version, and there I'm gonna show you how to play the deck. Alright guys, let's move on. Alright guys, so this is the MasterDuel version that I have. And I'm going to show you, it's pretty much the same as the physical deck that I have, and this one is the same but with a few tweaks, and I'm gonna show you how I run this deck in MasterDuel. So you're gonna be running 3 copies of Blackbird. Here, just 1 Adara, triple Maxis, triple Ash, 1 Tingy Spirit, triple Moye, triple Taya, triple Excelsior, triple Strategist, 1 Bishura, 1 Ashuna. For the spells, 1 Dragon Cycle, triple Dark Ruler, triple Emergence, triple Summit, 1 Grave, 1 Crossout, triple Evenly Match, triple Impermanence, and 2 Blackout. For the extra deck, it's a little bit different as well. Forgot to search for QB. So we have QB here. Unfortunately, I don't have QB. I can make QB if I want. I have the points, but I'm working on a different deck, and I want to save those points for that specific deck. But if you want to run QB, you can take Yanzin out and have QB in the extra deck. Now the reason why I run Jazzy is because he has the ability that when he gets destroyed, I can special summon 1 worm monster from the deck, in defense position. So that's like a follow-up if he gets destroyed. But if I have to choose, I will remove Yassi and have QB. I will do it sometime in the future if I update the deck. But for now, QB is out. QB will be out. You can have. I think Baxia does the same thing too. When he gets destroyed, you can special summon a Wern monster from the deck as well. So let's continue. You can also run one Savage Dragon. I do not run Savage Dragon in the physical deck because well, I don't have the card. But here I do have it, and I do recommend to run Savage, and that's because you have Link monsters here, and you can always need that extra negate. He's a Omni negate, so you can use Savage for defense. For offense, we have Berserker, Rising, SwordSoul Grandmaster. You have 2 copies. We have QB, obviously, but QB we have 16. We only have 15 in the extra deck. We can only run 15, so QB has to go out. Baron, Souvenir. The other Souvenir, Long John. 1 Punisher, 2 Tenjis, 1 Shaman, and Luster Soldier. So this is the extra deck, and let's go and do some duels. So the main reason why I decided to do this deck profile so fast is because there's the Duelist Cup going on, and I want to have at least 3 deck out so I can play through the event. I'm also thinking of doing some live streams, and why not do it with the Duelist Cup? I've been playing for a while now, and I'm almost done. And hopefully they accept me to go to the second stage when they release it. But these are events that not everybody can assist, and thus this event is mainly for the players that been playing the game for a while and they have decent decks to go through the matches. It's pretty much a championship, and if you win, you will win lots of rewards. So I hope I advance to the second stage. I've been doing pretty good, and if I start doing a live stream, I want to have at least 3 decks out, and that way my viewers don't get bored with me just playing the same decks. So I think having 3 out should be good. Alright guys, so I have some pretty cool duels that I want to show you. I already recorded these, and here I'm gonna start first. And we're going to start with Adara. I'm gonna summon Tenji. I'll activate Vessel, so I can add send Taia. Then once I send Taia to the graveyard, I was able to add one of the Tenjis to the hand. My opponent will Ash Taia. And I think I leave it here because I don't have much to do. But as you can see, my opponent just dropped 2 hand traps. It's not the board that I wanted, but I do have some defense with blackout. So it's my opponent's turn, and he will start with Wandering Griffin. He will go for Baron. He pops my card. He destroys Taia. And now it's my turn. So I do something really cool here. I summon Tenji. Then I bounce back with Bishuda, his Baron. He has no choice but to let it go. I summon Taia. And another hand trap. He summons here Gamma, but I get a token, and with Adara, I was able to get Bishuda back, summon it, and then I went for Punisher, and I left the duel like that. I left the turn like that. I did not want to attack my opponent because if I do, I will lose Punisher Tower's effect. So I do another cool thing here. I link summon for Shama, then I bring Taia back. It doesn't matter here because I'm going to OTK my opponent. So he chains with Max C, so you can see I'm going through hand traps in this duel. So he goes with Ryzen. I go with Ryzen, and that is to completely kill him. And you can see how this deck can pretty much go with hand traps. Even if you get hand trap a lot, you can still have outs and make a decent board. Let's go with the next round. So let's go with the next round. This one is another short one too. Okay, so I start first here as well. So I summon Moye. I show Bishuda, and I synchro. I search with Grandmaster Emergence, and I drew Ash, another Ash. So we have 3 hand traps for the next round, for the next turn. So my opponent ashes Emergence. He summons. He's playing Branded. I do something cool here. I negate his Albas. So he's gonna go with Dusk Dragon. I reduce Grandmaster's level to 7 because I was thinking of synchroning with him next turn. So our opponent tries to use Brand Diffusion, and I negated it. Always, whenever you play against a branded player, make sure you always negate Brand Diffusion with Ash. That way you slow down your opponent's board. But he's gonna continue here. He's gonna banish to bring his Brand Diffusion. He cannot fusion summon anymore because I ash it. So he's passing. It's my turn now. I go with a Summit. Special summon Moye. and he scoops out. He knew he wasn't gonna beat this board, and I was gonna make a really good board here. So he had no outs to it anyways. Alright, let's go with the next round. Alright, let's go with the third round. And I'm gonna start second on this round. And you're going to see how cool and powerful this deck is going second. So my opponent summons Snake Ash. He's playing Snake Eyes. So what I do, I negate his Ash. And because I negate his Ash, he scoops out. Some people think that Snake Eyes is the best deck. I don't think it is. I think if you have the right amount of hand trap and a really good engine in the main deck, you should be good. I don't think Snake Eyes are a big deal. There are a lot of ways you can be Snake Eyes. So if you see a player going against you with a Snake Eyes, don't be afraid. I got you covered. Alright, so we're gonna do the last round, and this is the longest round that I encountered. I was playing against a Infernoble, a really good Infernoble deck, and we were going back and forward. I really like those back and forward duels, and this is one example of it. And so my opponent starts first. He summons Infernoble Knight Ogier. I believe I Ash and oh no, I Maxi, and I start drawing like crazy. So he blows the Noble Arms to link for ISO. So he summons ISO, he adds the Neo Space. He's dumping a bunch of Noble Arm cards into the graveyard. He's grabbing the Broken Bamboo. I keep adding cards to my hand. And I think somewhere here I stop him with Ash. So at this point I have 3 Longyen and 2 Moyen from the main engine. I Ash into his Infernoble. I don't want that card in the field, at least not yet. He's still gonna grab a Noble Arm, and here is when it gets interesting. I Ash, I Luck and Bird the round because I don't need any more cards. I already have Dark Ruler, and my opponent keeps adding card to his hand. I don't want both of us to be even. I want him to lose as much resources as possible so I can break the board and win the duel. And that's exactly what happens here. So he's gonna make his board, and then I make my board, and it keeps going back and forth. You'll see how cool it is. So here he activate Princess of the Noble Arms effect. He sends to the graveyard a Phoenix. He summons he summons here Emperor Chaos. He equips one of the Noble Arms to go for Chaos the Great, and then he equips the Angelic Angel Ring for an extra protection. So he has a decent board here. He has a negate and defense. So I did something really cool here. The first thing I did was activate Dark Ruler, but I had no choice I had no choice because Dark Ruler wasn't gonna go through anyways with Angelica's ring on the field, but we're still gonna make it out through the through the board. So I activate a Long John's effect, special summon, I get a token. Then here I special summon Bishura. I got another token. And then I went for Berserker. Now Berserker has a really cool ability that when he attacks, he gains the monsters destroys attack, and I can make a second attack, and that's how I continue through the duel. But something cool here happens as well. My opponent made the mistake of activating Emperor's Child's effect, ignoring that Berserker has the ability of negating the, well, not negating the effect, but to banish the monster that activates the effect. And that's how I broke through his board. And you'll see it right now. Boom. So all the work that he put through, that he worked to make that board, I completely destroyed it. So he goes ahead and summons Neospace, and I Ash. Then I go and activate the next Maxi. He summons his lady to search another Noble Arms, equips it. He equips the bamboo. He's adding the Fervent Infernoble. So here something interesting as well happened. He activates Phoenix. I do not want Phoenix on the field. He has the ability to negate a monster on the field, a monster's effect. I don't want that to happen, so I activate Berserker and banished it. Now he goes, activates to summon the Infernoble to go for Emperor Charles once again. Oh no, he's going here for the flower, Baron. Cool, cool. So he's recycling right now to add a card. He summons Flame Swordsman. He goes ahead and equips Captain Roland from the graveyard. He destroys my Berserker and he punches through my defenses. But then I go ahead, I use Impermanence to negate his Baron. He has no way out of this, and he scoops out when I use Evenly Match. And this is how cool this deck is. Anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.